Mr. President, thank you very much for the recognition. Senator Murkowski, Chairman Murkowski, thank you for those very, very kind words. And it's once again always a pleasure to say that we work with each other. I know there are issues sometimes we disagree on, but we listen to each other. We work through the issues. We always come back to try to reach a final result. And I think that's what the American people and what Alaskans and New Mexicans want us to do. As the ranking member of the Interior Department Appropriations Subcommittee, I want to thank my colleagues for being part of a remarkable process on the floor this last week. And I want to again thank my chairman, Senator Lisa Murkowski, and commend her for managing the bill and the way she's managed it and the leadership she has shown in this. And I'm particularly proud that we have moved this bill without the addition of contentious authorizing matters or poison pills, which is quite an accomplishment. I mean, what we really want is the appropriations process to work the way it has worked and let the authorizing process work. And Senator Murkowski's involved in both of those authorizing and appropriations, as I have been. Unfortunately, there are still scores of riders in the House bill, but by voting to send the Senate Interior bill to the conference without adding controversial items, we are as a body telling the House we will reject these poison pills once again. That message is important because the funding in this bill is critical to meet wildland firefighting needs. It's important for supporting national parks and public lands and to continue the Land and Water Conservation Fund. We need to pass a final bill to fund the Environmental Protection Agency, support arts and cultural institutions, and meet our nation's trust and treaty responsibilities with our nation's tribes. As Senator Murkowski well knows, she has a very large number of tribes up in Alaska. I have a significant number of tribes in New Mexico, and we try to work very closely on those tribal issues to see that tribes are included and we take care of those consultation, government-to-government sovereignty issues. And there are other important issues to work through, including a proposal by the Department of Interior to begin a major reorganization of the agency. Last week, the department notified the subcommittee it plans to move forward during this fiscal year with efforts to change its regional boundaries, with more changes expected in fiscal year 2019. While this request is only the first step, I want to note that I've been asking Secretary Zinke for months for information about the department's plans, and I have yet to get answers to my questions. We've submitted very specific questions to him. We haven't gotten answers, and I hope Chairman Murkowski will work with me to ensure that no changes are made without bipartisan agreement from Congress, tribes, states, and stakeholders. This is one of the many issues this subcommittee has on our very full plate as we move to reconcile the House and Senate Interior bills. I hope to be back here on the floor of the Senate very soon with a conference report we can pass with broad support. As I conclude, I'd like to thank Chairman Shelby and Vice Chairman Leahy for providing outstanding leadership for this process. And we wouldn't be here without the excellent work of the Appropriations Full Committee staff, including Shannon Hines, Chuck Kiefer, Shanda Baturney, as well as my own subcommittee staff, Rachel Taylor, Ryan Hunt, Melissa Zimmerman, and the excellent majority staff as well, led by Lee Fonesbeck. And I'd also like to thank Senator Merkley, who serves on the Appropriations Committee with me and I believe on my subcommittee, for his courtesies today to allow us to appear talking to each other and having a colloquy here. And with that, just to also say about Senator Merkley, a very important member of the Appropriations Committee, stands up for all these issues I talked about, and thank you so much. Mr. President, I would ask unanimous consent to enter a longer statement in the record.
Without objection.